What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? How you
What,
doing?
man? I'm doing good, man. Like they say, what it be like, what it do. You know what I'm
What it do?
saying?
What it do? What it do, man? How you feeling,
Yeah,
man?
man. I am doing better, man. Just having to process everything and everything that anybody's dealing with in life right now.
Right.
That Twitch thing really hit me hard. It also made me realize that there are a lot of things that I'm dealing with personally.
Yeah.
And we
Amen.
were actually working on our conference that's coming up online on December 29th, and doing fundraising for Christmas stuff. And I was in the gym working out, and I just started crying. And I
Wow.
realized how
Wow.
overwhelmed I am with doing all the work that I got going on. But yeah, man, I'm good. And then the Twitch thing just,
Yeah. I know.
yeah.
I met him. I was introduced to him on So You Think You Can Dance. That competition. He's from Alabama, and
Mhm.
it's a lot going on like right now. Like you said, hey Angel, I hope you and your friend guy, your boyfriend, your man friend are doing all right. Y'all have a 10-day thing that y'all are working on, and hope y'all are doing all right. But man, I want everybody to know how proud I am of you, Minister, Bishop, Overseer, Elder James Taylor. I'm proud of you, man.
Man, oh, my screen froze. I appreciate you,
Okay,
man. Thank you,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
But talk a little bit about your nonprofit. Y'all are raising money right now for your nonprofit. Talk a little
Yes,
bit
yes,
about
we
that,
are.
and talk a little bit about your event on January or on December the 29th.
Now, December 29th is called Team Conference. The team is TEAM. The T stands for toxic feminine or masculine energy. The E stands for how to learn emotional intelligence. The A stands for association breed simulation. How to associate with the right people, you will have better assimilation in life. And then the M stands for making a difference that can make a change forever. And so what we're doing right now is that conference is online. It's $20. It's 3 hours from 7 to 10. We thought about
Okay.
doing it in between, and anybody who buys a ticket, it really goes towards really, really, really to our nonprofit. So you can click the link in the bio, and that's the ways I'm raising funds is by having conferences online and teachings online that'll help people. But if you want to donate, you can just donate to our Cash App and all that. We're trying to get ready for the holidays, man. Trying to bless some families. We want to do some shopping on
That's good.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if anybody wants to donate, man, you can Cash App us, or you can Venmo us and all that. I need to put all those links in my bio, but I don't.
I know, right?
So yeah,
Do look at Linktree, link
I do have it.
tr.ee.
I have it, but I don't have it
Okay,
for. I need to just put all that in there. I just need to put it in there.
that's
I
what
need to
I
put it
have
in there.
done. And our meetup is in January the
Oh,
28th
January
in Hot
28th, baby.
ATL.
Yes, sir. You
I'm so
already
excited. Hercules,
know.
Hercules, Hercules.
It's gonna be dope, man.
We
It's gonna be dope.
yeah,
I'm
we're
really
gonna have a
excited
good
about that.
time. We're gonna have
Yeah.
a good time, man.
What is the expectation you have for that? I wanted to ask you that, man. I wanted to maybe give somebody what you expect. What is that going to look like when we're there together?
Well, I like things to be organic, but if we had to put out a rough draft, everybody, good evening again, everybody. Hey, Angel. Hey, everybody. Angel, we'll sit on for Friday around noon, right? Good evening, everybody. If JT and I don't speak to you directly, charge it to our head and our old eyes and not our heart, okay? These names be flying by. But Jane just asked, what are our expectations? What are my expectations when we convene at Iron Hill Brewery in Atlanta, Georgia, in Buckhead? First of all, we just want to meet each other, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I
Mm-hmm.
hope our t-shirt design is ready close to that date. We got somebody working on
Watch
the
out
t-shirt
now.
design.
Watch
Number
out
three,
now.
we want to talk about having a conference, and then we want to talk about having a cruise. And so all of the people that are there, if it's five or if it's 50, we want to talk about where are we going from here, because it's a need for such a vehicle like this, because men don't have an outlet. You know what I'm saying? And so we want to talk about how we can even go on a larger scale. I'm really excited about meeting everybody. I can't wait to meet you just to get in your atmosphere. And I know
Yeah,
it's going
yeah,
to be
yeah.
electric. And to meet Goldie, Sneaky, and Rory, and all of us just get together. There's a young man I want to bring, DJ Filio on. He's an influence on here, and we want to talk about Coach Prime being a sellout, which I totally disagree with. Come on in, Yellow Bull. Come on, Rory is ready. Let's get Rory. We got somebody on the hot seat already. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes, DJ Filio.
Okay.
Almost, you got to
What's
chill out.
happening?
So this
Yeah,
is the
what's
this is
up,
the
man?
conversation. The conversation is about Dion being a sellout.
Yeah, so a lot of people have said Dion is a sellout, which I categorically disagree with. I believe, now this is me. Good evening, everybody. I want you to introduce yourself, and then we're going to jump right into the conversation because
Okay.
the topic is,
It better
man,
not be
did
on
you
here.
do
It
that?
better not be on here. Nobody better not be on talking about you a sellout. It better not be near one.
Well,
Not near one of these black
let's
men.
start with Rory. Rory, introduce yourself, then Yellow Bull, then Filio, then JT. Y'all introduce yourself, and we're going to jump into our conversation for tonight. Welcome, everybody. I'm Dr. Sims, America's #1 person development expert and host of the Blue Table Talk for Men. And I got a new friend tonight, DJ Filio, and he's a good DJ. He was playing some good songs, man. We were vibing.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, Dr. Sims, remind me of the time. And he's a man of his word, and so I'm glad he's here. And the only thing I don't like about DJ Filio, he got the wrong hat on.
Man, you know what it is, man. She's screaming over here, right?
He said, you know what it is.
Kansas
All
City
right,
Chiefs.
Rory,
You got the
Rory,
best
you open
quarterback.
up for us. Introduce yourself, Rory, and then Yella, then JT, then Filio will introduce himself, and then we'll open up our conversation for tonight. Come on, Rory.
All right, my name is Rory the Storm, aka King of the Sock Game. If you don't know, then you just won't know. I'm just here. Glad to be a part of Blue Table Talk, ready to jump in this conversation. I cannot wait to get in this conversation. So I'm gonna go ahead and break DJ Filio in. Why you look like you're about 12 years old? Are you old enough to even be in this conversation?
Man. Yeah. Just
Don't let him do
me
you like
already.
that, man. Don't let him do
Man,
you
I'm
like that, man.
I'm over here. I'm 35 out here.
All right, no,
Whoa,
man.
35.
Okay.
I mean, it
Okay.
ain't a lot, but I got a few years around me.
No, I'm just
That's
playing.
good. That's good, man. Come on, Yellow Bull. Come on, Yellow Bull. How you doing, Goldie?
First of all, I want to say good afternoon, good evening, good evening. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Yellow Bull, aka Goldie, host, Yellowfy Yellow, as always. Listen, I got withdrawals. I'm not even gonna hold you. We didn't have it last week, and I was sitting there saying, "What the hell am I gonna do with my Wednesdays? What are we doing here?"
Yeah,
I
We
picked
on
up
ti-
some new hardware.
Yes, you did. Congratulations to you, sir.
Congratulations,
Congratulations to you.
Doc.
Congratulations,
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely. You did the damn thing, you damn fool. I don't know what you was doing. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? But I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate my brothers, brothers in Christ, the brothers in this walk, brothers of the community. Can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all, and I'm so very glad we're here right now.
Love you, man. JT, introduce yourself real quick, and then we want to hear from DJ Filio.
Hey, man, James Taylor Jr., aka Mr. James Taylor Jr., aka G-Man, for all those who don't understand. We might make the playoffs. God is good. We probably won't win like the Chiefs. I ain't worried about the Cowboys. Y'all do it to yourself every year. We ain't got to worry about y'all. But,
I know.
man, just excited about that. You can go to my podcast, Mr. James Taylor Jr., and our nonprofit, We As Men, where we're just spending a lot of our time pouring into the next generation of men. If they grow, we all grow, and legacies continue. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's good. That's good. DJ, introduce yourself to
I
everybody.
ain't got all that. I mean, I'm DJ Philo, the People's DJ, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl, Give Her Back Before You Miss Her, aka
Damn. That man said, "Mr. Steal your girl and give her back before you miss her." My man, you know what? You all right. You all right.
you wouldn't even know
nice
she was
time.
gone, man.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that statement. I don't know. Y'all giggling over that now. I don't feel safe.
Listen,
I don't feel
that's
safe.
How you
listen.
ain't gonna like it?
Michael
You ain't
Jack-
even know
Michael
she
Jack-
gone.
Michael Jackson did a song about that. That's called "Smooth Criminal" right there. That's what that is.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
Whatever.
DJ Philo, man, straight out of Kansas City. As you can see, I'm glad to be a part of this because I had a lot to say about it, but it's kind of hard when when you're short on character, on the characters, you can't really put that much in there on the comments. So
Right.
for me to say it, I like it now. So
Well, that's good. Well, what I wanted this show to be about, um, is accountability, and we talked about it in the chat,
mm,
our group chat, is being able to check on each other and check each other,
mm,
and one of the things I wanted us to delve into tonight, among other things, if we have time, is Coach Deion Sanders. And how are you with what he has done, i.e., moved to coach Colorado Buffaloes? Are you hurt he left the HBCU? What are your feelings? Because it's a whole lot of dialogue around this. Because did Jackson State do their due diligence? You know what I'm saying? And so, DJ Filio, we're gonna start the mic with you.
okay,
What's your
I
heart?
like
What
this.
what did your heart
Like
say?
me
What did your heart
as
say
a
about Coach
person
Dion?
that attended a HBCU, FAMU Rattlers. So it hurt me. It hurt me a lot because I see the potential of him being there in HBCUs that he was doing. So like, 'cause if y'all ever, I don't know, some of y'all like pay attention to him at the beginning when he first went to JSU, his first
Right,
speech, how he talked about being a savior for HBCUs. Like, hey, I'm trying to make people come to HBCUs
right,
and don't go to a PWI school. And you saying that, you selling us this dream.
right,
We buying into it. Cause then, like a year or two, like the year later, we start seeing like stuff happening. Like, okay, you flipped
right,
a top recruit to come, a top high school student to come here. You getting transfers
Number
to
one.
transfer here.
right,
We looking at it like, okay, the PWI schools are getting mad that you even doing all this. So
right,
I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna make some noise now. And then I see you talk about well, the 60 Minutes part where he was like, well, if they offer something to me, I'd be a fool not to entertain it. And I
right,
was like, okay, I would entertain it too, but that don't mean you have to take it.
Right.
And I feel the dream he sold is not a dream that could be fixed in 2 years. So that lets me know you really didn't believe that. You just want, like, to me, I think he did what Prime should did. He was like, I tried to get a job with a Power 5 school. They didn't
right.
want me at the time.
Okay,
So hey, I went up to JSU and hey, how can I make them want me? I make some noise over here,
Mhm.
start doing all this, get some recruits to come over here. People start really looking at it and keep a
right,
winning record. Because that's what he did too. That y'all don't, what I'm saying, that he did. He said he didn't want to play those Power 5 schools
right.
because they knew he was going to get beat by them, and that was going to look bad on his record. So hey, let
Yeah.
me play against the other HBCU schools. I make my record look good. I make a lot
Okay.
of noise. Y'all gonna want me. That's what he
So,
did.
so to DJ Filio's point, and welcome Sneaky, to DJ Filio's point, what other variables? Okay, if that's Dion's thesis statement, what do you think may have happened to make him look at a PWI if that's not was his original intention? Come on, JT.
I think he wanted to go there
First,
anyway.
first of
I'm
all,
sorry.
that wasn't his original statement. A lot of people
Okay.
taking his words out of context. His
Yeah.
Facts.
statement was that black colleges was bigger than him and that they
Okay.
needed to do that. He said he had a season, right? He also made it clear on every interview that I have an option. I'd be a fool not to look at it. He said it every time. I'd be a
Right.
fool not to look at a bigger school. Everybody knew he wasn't staying. He made it clear he wasn't staying. And let's also put that out there. I'm a Hamptonian, Hampton University in the building,
Mm.
DHU, for those of you who might try to hate. But at the end of the day, you also have to take it. You also have to take an account is brand new locker room, brand new field, gave half of his salary away, was supposed to get a payment of 1/4 of the stadium money that he never got, and
Right.
never once did he badmouth them for not paying him for it. Second thing that they did not do is cars broken in on a regular basis, him and his children, dealing with threats on the campus from other people, and the man stayed faithful and build a program. And let's be clear, he gave TC a job that
That's
most
right.
people wouldn't have given that man the opportunity to have as a head coach.
That's
So
right.
you also, and this is the last point. This is the last point.
Okay.
He gave the largest NIL deal and the largest donations to a black college in the last 20 years.
20
Yeah.
years.
So all I'm saying, and I go to Hampton. You know, Hampton, we got money since money was green. It is what it is. But when you talk
Right.
about Deion Sanders, you have to be specific about he never said he was committing for permanent, and all the things that he went through, even not getting paid, even not having the donor. Because first of all, Mississippi, anybody that want to have this argument, just Google all the graduates from Jackson State that are multimillionaires.
Right. Okay.
Just
Rory.
Google them.
Yeah. Rory, Phil, and then Goldie. Well, no, Rory, Goldie, and then Phil. Y'all chime in. Now, what DJ Philly, I'm gonna let you talk after those
Nah, you
three
good.
talk.
Y'all
But
good.
put this in your equation. Put this in your equation. If we're gonna use the term savior, how long is a tenure for a savior? Look at Jesus. Look at Dr. King. Their salvation stint was short lived. Okay, and so if we tag Dion with being a savior, that connotes that he wasn't going to be there long, right? Well, come on, Rory, Goldie, and then Phil.
So my whole issue is I wouldn't use the word savior. I'm not going to use the word sellout. Uh, um,
Okay, okay,
our
okay,
thought process was he's going to play the long game. So you get top tier recruits to come to your school.
right,
That's some attention. Other top tier recruits around the country say, well, shucks, I can't go play for Coach Prime. Maybe I want to go play against Coach Prime. And then
okay,
smaller schools get a little more media attention. Next thing you know, it doesn't just stay with football. It transfers into basketball, maybe
okay,
even football. So you have Zion Williamson caliber ball players coming to the HBCUs. People talk about, oh, the HBCUs are so underfunded. Okay, cool. Why don't we make a stance and say, you know what, since we're so underfunded, let's bring the media attention over here. Let's get blue chip players to these schools.
right.
Let's build these programs. And Coach Prime could be the catalyst. That's the only issue I have for him.
I feel you.
Play the long game. He could have been the catalyst. You say you're what's the word I'm looking for? You're a king now by bringing all these people in, but
Right.
you're a legend when you create something that's way bigger than you.
Well, I hear you. Come on, Goldie. Come on, Goldie.
I wouldn't fit, but go ahead.
Y'all got. I'm sitting over here writing notes right now.
Listen, fellas,
Listen.
if y'all got a point now, write it down. So I don't want you to miss your point. I'm just trying to give everybody equal time as the host, okay? So try to go 3 minutes. Try to talk for 3 minutes. So I want to be fair with everybody. Because DJ Filio laid out his argument very well. JT laid his argument out. Rory laid his argument out. So come on, Goldie, and then Phil. And Phil, when you talk, introduce yourself and say good evening, everybody.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start off by saying Southern University, best band in the land. Argue with your mama. Argue with your mama. First
The
of all,
Rattlers are tough too now.
let's keep it a whole buck. Let's keep it a whole buck, a whole stack, unbroken bands. You're not gonna tell me that a man is gonna sit in a position where he was for $300,000 a year, and most of that money was coming out of his account, paying the other coaches, making sure that the kids had what they had to have, making sure the facilities were up to code, and then someone jump on board and say, Coach, I will give you $5 million. Bring your portal, bring your staff, name your price. I got you. Even though you may have said the PWI is this, that, and the third. Money talk. Finish that statement. Secondly, community help. When you ask the community, we are Jackson State. We know we gonna pack the stands. We know we gonna get the ticket sales. What can the community help Jackson State do? Where are the alumni and the boosters when I'm asking for the help? If you keep running away and throwing the letters away when we send them to you, we can't get nothing accomplished. Period. So we can't sit up here and brag and rag on the PWIs when their alumni and boosters are sitting here giving you what you need. Third, the facility needs. How is it that you can sit up here and ask Walmart to fund you HBCU a practice field? Simple Simple, a practice field. But the rest of your facilities is falling apart. The dorms looking like trash. You don't have proper eating facilities, and you can only do so much. You've asked Strahan, look, bro, can you go ahead and give my boys something to wear so we don't look like bums and thugs when we walk out onto the field? We look like
Right.
we worth something and we about something. You have expended all of your chips. You have asked around to look at your school, and people are looking at your school, but nobody else is giving you that help. Fourth and finally, the personal respect. The personal respect that this man gets when you go to a area and you get your stuff robbed, stolen from you.
Yeah.
You can't have a safe space. You cannot have anything that is your own in a safe spot. So when you leave and come back, you know it's going to be there. How much longer can a man sit in one position and totally get abused financially, community, facilities, and now your own personal staff cannot feel the safety and safety-wise? How much longer can you sit in one spot? So when somebody jumps up and says, listen, we have a deal for you. You got carte blanche. You hire your staff. You run this the way you want to run it. It might not be the hue of color that you're looking for, but damn it, a man can only take so much at a certain given time. I've said my piece.
Phil, hold on, Phil. Give me 5. Write this in y'all notes real quick. To the point that he didn't finish his work. He went 26-5. He was there for 3 years. 26-5, 2 SWAC championships. He raised the bar. The stadiums were filled. He did a lot. Now we're gonna go to Phil, and we're gonna go back to DJ Filio. Come on, Phil.
All right, first of all, I want to say hello, everybody, to my brothers. Nice to meet you, DJ Filio. Forgive me for being late. I was on my way home, and I got behind somebody that was untrained. They had perfect knowledge of how the brake worked, but they missed the accelerated class. Anyway, now, based on my vast football knowledge, which consists of Super Bowl commercials, I'm going to have to say what Dion does for him. If it's good for him, I'm good with it. There you go. Sneaky leaves the floor.
I like that. Come on, DJ Filio. You raise your hand when
All right,
JT was
ready?
talking. Come on.
I was ready to go. I can't even remember what he said now because Yellow down here got me hyped up too. So, I'm gonna slide on the boost.
Hey, DJ, these are preachers on the low, so don't let them fool you.
Oh yeah, I could tell. I definitely came out like that. And one time, you said SU had the best band. I marched with the Marching 100, so it's not the same. It's not the same. When you was on the field with them, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, like back to the boosters. Like you said with the boosters, yo. Now PWI schools, like you gotta look at a booster. He invested to that program because they know they're gonna get his money back, kickbacks or whatever it is, gonna be kickback or something. Some way they making money off of it. Ain't no money was being made prior to Dion in these HBCU sports programs. Ain't a lot of money there. So the money they was getting, it was cool. They was making it by, but now y'all talk about like all these people like donating all this kind of money. Like before then, the famous people, they didn't donate to those. Like, if y'all went to HBCUs or whatever, any college, people, they donate back to their major. So if you got a person that's a movie star or whatever, they donate back to the performance arts because the performance arts might be beautiful as heck, but the football program ain't making no money. So ain't no money going there. Dion started, he started that going. That's why on that part. Here we go. The robbery stuff. I'm sorry. Cars got broken into because mine got broken into a few weeks ago. But the thing about that, I was in what you call the suburbs or the spot is supposed to be safe, and it still got that. So I'm like, it can happen anywhere. I'm sorry it happened to him, but I mean, something and then plus you getting NIL deals. You probably got a nice Mercedes down there or something like that. That happens anywhere you go when they see nice stuff. So I can't really like. And then he got to talking about what I heard because all y'all going off like him not getting his money wise is off a post or whatever. Like JSU said they paid him everything that he was owed.
What?
I mean, I could go like if we're going
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of
I saw DJ Fidel. I saw that. Y'all, let's shift this gear real quickly. How did you feel? Because I put this TikTok in the chat. How did you feel
mm,
when you heard the stadium playing the song? Um,
Stop no.
just go,
Yeah.
just
okay,
go,
like
just go. One monkey
my
don't stop
example
no
is
show. How
this.
did y'all feel about that?
But my
Just
example is this: is like, look at you. You got a single parent mom. You know, she with her kid, making it do what it do. That's like the HBCU with their program, whatever. And then the pops come back in life and do all this special stuff, buy you everything you need, got you out here looking good, tell you I'm taking you to Disney World and all this, and then he leave for a better looking family. Like they gonna feel a certain way. Like I'm not surprised they felt that way. Like you're not
Well,
gonna be mad.
that's a
So
good analogy.
we're not going to
Come on,
address
JT.
we're not going to address the elephant in the room though.
What
Let's address the
what
elephant in the
the
room.
one behind you?
He got
He got jokes.
touche.
He got jokes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
You
good.
quick.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Here's the thing though. He got half his salary.
He
They had
He
put him in a
invested it. He didn't
situation
donate.
where he also no, it's fine. But he shouldn't have to. The very fact that you got to give half of
That
your
part.
salary to make sure your people taken care of says a lot about your organization and how they invest in you. The second thing that needs to be taken into account, I do believe they just got a TV deal for SWAC and the MEAC conference based off of Deion
ESPN.
Sanders bringing in record numbers. So he left it better than what he found it. My
Right.
problem is you want him to do everything without the rest of the schools getting involved. I think all of these other black colleges need to be responsible for increasing academic excellence and also increasing, because you got to take into account, you got teachers who don't really make that much money at these HBCUs. And you got a lot more white professors who use it as adjunct money for play. So there's a lot of stuff we talk about that we're not carrying. So not only did Dion,
That's another can of worms. Go ahead, Rory. You shaking your head. Come on, Rory.
That's where the long game comes into play for me.
Yeah.
That's where you use your pull, so to speak, to get all these endorsement deals and whatnot. Rome wasn't built in a day. Granted, he was there 3 years. I understand. But Rome wasn't built in a day. And so in order for that to manifest to where we getting TV deals and everything that you speak of, he would have had to stay there and just eat it for a little bit, become a martyr, if you will. Eat it for a little bit.
no.
Everybody ain't
No.
willing to do that.
No.
Everybody ain't willing to do that.
If I really love, if I love my people if I love my people like I say I do, I'm going to a little bit. I'm gonna take a sacrifice for a little bit. Now on the back end, once the ball really gets rolling, we all know
And it will.
starts rolling, gets bigger. Once that ball gets bigger, then hey, look, see what we did. See, I wouldn't even put eye on it. See what.
So we're not going to talk about alumni.
I need some.
We're not going to talk about alumni. We're not going to talk about boosters.
You know how
we're just going to put it all on Deion.
No, we're not going to put it all on Deion. But you know how our people do. Once we see stuff starting to roll through, okay, well, shoot, well, maybe I need to chip in.
But not
well,
like
again, come
So
on,
now
DJ, because we got to get somebody else on the hot seat.
maybes?
DJ, come on, DJ.
well, because I was gonna say about the part where he said
We
about
doing
like
maybes?
you get people to come there. You get those top recruits to come there. Then you got more NFL. You got more college students that's gonna become
Okay,
NFL
hold tight. We got you.
And with those
That's true.
NFL players coming through, like they gonna give back to those schools. You're gonna give back to your programs and build better fields, build better facilities and all that kind of. Why don't it? When you got people coming out of there, he wasn't even there to get a graduating class from freshmen to seniors.
Yeah.
Like he ain't got nothing to show but a record. That's it.
You know y'all got a lot of. Hold on, before I get upset, you know y'all got a lot of requirements for Deion, but not nobody else.
That's a great point. Hold on. That's a great point. DJ, give your broadcast schedule. Do you come on at a regular time? How many? When do you go live?
I mean, I try to do my midday vibes from like 1 to whatever. I feel like getting off, and then I got my sports show that be on YouTube tomorrow with 3 other brothers. I got my other podcasts I'm working on. Just got to tune in with me, DJ _Philo, Instagram, all those, and definitely tune in with me.
Y'all check that brother out. Love you, man. I
Follow
got to
him,
get somebody else on
I'm
the hot
following.
seat. Thank you for your input, man.
No problem.
Hey, let me come on there and give y'all some wisdom. Y'all sing lost over there, young blood. Y'all sing lost.
Let's
You
get
know
he
what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
Let's get he got you on the hot seat.
You
Where's
go
he
ahead.
got you? Rory, before he got you starts talking, Rory, it, how long is the long game, Rory? How long is the long game, Rory?
It's to me, uh,
Did I
as
come up?
long as it to me
Yeah,
is
you up.
this is me. As if I'm Coach Prime, as long
Okay,
as it takes is for me, it's as long as it. See, I'm a humanitarian anyway.
I
I'll give
understand.
This dude out here.
I'll give my
Look,
last,
I'm the
and you can make fun of me all you want to, JT. You can make fun of me, and I really don't care.
I'm not
look,
making fun
I'm
of you. That's a lie. You asked him a
So what?
lie. He got
So
kids.
what? So what? We're not talking about you. We're talking about me. What I would do.
yeah, I got you.
I'm
But
talking
let me
about
throw this in
Deion
if I can.
Sanders.
Let's take the heat
$5
down,
million.
son. Let's take the heat down, son.
This is good.
Okay.
This is what I wanted tonight. Okay, he got you.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, and what's your point? You got 3 minutes on the hot seat.
Well, he got up for you. What's up, brother James? I'm coming from a whole nother angle. Now, Rory, this is the good part about what you just said. I'm product of HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my dad pastored for 28 years. Dion was also a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime when he say move, you just move.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. My dad's a pastor. I understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking about if who he talked to, the man upstairs told him it's time to move, it's time to move. Sometimes it's bigger. I'm talking about if you offer me 5 million and somebody offer me 300,000, it's the difference between my value and my worth.
I
Right.
understand it. But at what point is okay? All right.
No,
Well, if we keep
no,
getting,
Come on,
Keep
Rory.
your
Come
point.
on.
Come on.
Come
Talk.
on.
we
Say
keep
what's
getting,
on your
Speak your
mind. Say
mind.
what's on your mind. I feel, but okay, Rory. To your point, let me push back just a little bit because I was taken aback when he took it. I'm like, you leaving us, but as it unfolded, it's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So are we not always expected? What if Dion wasn't Dion and he was working at the HBCU? What if he was? Because the average black person, the average coach, is not gonna coach for free. A lot of coaches don't have the bread, the change that Dion's got. So
Right.
how long should we suffer? Because that's people of service. That's what we do a lot of time. We suffer for the cause, and it'll be hard for me to turn down $5 million.
Listen.
I'm not saying down the money.
Go.
At least get your
Come on,
freshman.
come on.
At least get your freshman to graduate. You want to put a time limit on? Okay, cool. At least get your freshman to graduate.
And that's
And
a fair point. That's a fair point.
if it ain't popping like that, then okay, I get it. But like somebody said in the comments, to me, it's bigger than football.
Okay.
We are at the ass end of everything in life in society, man, as black people. You know what I'm saying? So why not invest in us? Be the one to invest in us. Because if Prime is invested in us, then whoever else will invest in us, and somebody else will invest in us, and now all of us are invested in us. And
but
That
Deion
that's that.
Sanders
Okay.
ain't the only rich football player.
that's the thing. If other rich football players see that, maybe they will buy in. It takes some convincing. You got to get in there. You top tier recruits didn't just decide, oh, I'm going to go to Colorado. Oh, I'm going to go.
Okay.
Or I'm going to go
That
to
oh
USC.
Rory, that's a very valid point. That's a very valid point. He could have, but again, we don't know what his heart is. But you make a valid point. He could have let come on, Yellow.
I want to say this. Not go discount nothing Rory just said. Not at all. But I want to go ahead and harp on one word that he keeps saying.
Okay.
Investing. When you invest, you have to have some type of return on your investment. And if you keep investing into a loss, at what point will you stop investing? At what point will you say, this is enough? I can't do this no more because the help that I'm looking for just ain't coming. To your second point, you said at least wait till your freshmen graduate. Freshmen never stop coming to the school. So at what freshman point is he going to stop and say, I'm going to watch this class make it through? At this point, you cannot say that because he will be so invested at a certain point, they will never stop coming. That's almost like basic training. And we've all been through basic training. There's no final class. There's no class that you can say, I'm going to watch this class, move through, and then another class come on that you're invested in. It's a never stopping moment. So for me, when you invest the time, the money, the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears, you have to have some sort of return on your investment. Right now, he could not see the return, even though it's for short 3 years. There are trends that happen when you look at investments. And if you're watching the trend right and you're not seeing the upturn in a trend, sometimes it's good for you to go ahead and pull chocks and get the heck out of there.
And let me say this, and JT, I'm gonna end on you. We got to shift gears real quick. But Rory, I really think you're speaking his heart, but I think some things that we may not be privy to happen to make him look at Colorado. You feel what I'm saying?
Maybe so.
I think something happened because, as DJ Philo said, and you're saying, he came in with a message, and God sent me, etc. And to JT said he didn't put a time on that. He said a season, but I think he clipped the season because of some things that happened that he's like, oh, hey, no, we ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? Come on, JT, real quick.
So here are 3 things as somebody who has family members work in the finance department in black colleges. 1, most of our alumni who graduate from all of our HBCUs do not give back. That's number 1. Number 2, when you have it, you have to have a legal agreement that your salary is going to increase and that your facilities is going to increase if you bring in the income. That part, they honored the, let's be clear what they said. They honored their contract. They did not go above and beyond to help him get anything further done. The second thing is that I think is if you're a football coach, your goal is to get players to the next level to play the game. You're not going to be able to do that at Jackson State with that schedule. After a while, you got to start playing big schools, which is going to require better equipment, better trainers, better money. And I think he should have stayed with his freshman class. That I do agree with.
I agree with that.
Required him to be 4 years there. Yep. And then after the 4 years, make an evaluation and go, hey, I can't do this. But when you seen this last year, just look at how they did things. He always had to step in to fix stuff that should have been the responsibility of the
he was wearing a lot of hats. Guys, good evening again, everybody. Y'all hit that screen. We are having a great conversation. We're going to shift gears and be a little solemn for a moment, and we got to talk about what just happened to a brother, one of our brothers, Twitch. He was known by the name of Twitch, and the way we want to talk about it, how do we deal with depression? How do we deal with when things happen to us as men? The sole reason we're here at Blue Table Talk for Men. We're going to play a commercial. We're going to play a song, and we want to come back and talk about how do we deal with when our heart gets hit? You know, what happens to us as men? What do we do when we shed tears? Who talks to us? The people that men and women lean on. Who do we go to? Who do we go to? Let's play this song. And good evening, everybody. If we haven't said good evening personally, let us take this moment. All of us, all of the legs of the Blue Table want to say good evening to you. JT, Phil, Rory, the Storm, and Phil, Yellow, Fire Yellow. You can see him way away. Yellow, Fire Yellow. How you doing? That's our man, right? I love you guys. I want y'all to know I love y'all.
Yeah, man. This is good. That was good.
That was real good.
That was giving light bright energy right there. I don't know about y'all, but that was kind of giving light bright energy. I don't know how to handle that one.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. You in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you're gonna be with me for the last time. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
So basically, Twitch unalived himself, and we do not know all the details right now. But he went to a motel, checked himself in Monday, and the hotel, they was for one night, and so the hotel didn't hear from him. So they went, the hotel, the employees went to check the room, found him in the bathroom. 911 was calling, all of that. He was uh, dead, claimed dead or pronounced dead on the scene. His wife immediately went to the police, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we don't know all the details, but we have to do better when it comes to checking on each other, and we have to personally do better when things bother us. We got to talk to somebody. I have a wife that I confide in. Praise God. So how do you guys handle when stuff bothers you? What do you do?
Well, I don't want this to sound weird. I can honestly say that I don't think, and I could be mistaken, I don't think I've ever in my life been depressed, clinically depressed, I guess. I've been felt like I was beat down. I've been, a lot of weight on my shoulders, that type. But I can't say that I've been depressed. If I might not know the definition of depressed, but I can't say that I've felt that. Now, I've felt the pressure. I felt the responsibility. I've been beat down and had to push through that type
Yeah,
of thing. But I have had to rely on my wife's bosom. Like I said, she's gotten me through life.
yeah,
37 years, the 28th of December, 37 years with that woman, and she is my life. She's gotten me through some of the most difficult times. But I can't say I've been depressed. I've been angry. I get through by getting pissed off.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
When I get something pushed on me, in order for me to get through, I just say, fucking beat down the door. I'm sorry for that,
you
Pastor.
okay?
That's, I have my moments of weakness just like everybody else. Nobody's superhuman. But
Right.
I can't say I've been in my head beating myself down. You know what I'm saying? Depression that way, that's never happened to me.
Yeah, that's all.
So,
But to your point, you have your wife.
yes.
Yeah, and she's helped you through some stuff. Goldie, Rory, JT, what do y'all do when life is tough? Life is tough. What do y'all do?
I will say this. I will say this. Much respect to those who have been in that position and they've actually felt like there was nowhere to turn. I have the
Yeah,
utmost respect for you. And I'm saying it right here and now. Secondly, I don't laugh, but I am a huge proponent of talking to myself.
okay. No, I
Huge.
hear you. I hear you. I
A
hear you.
huge proponent of talking to myself in front of a mirror
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
see exactly who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And I'm also speaking out loud so my ears can hear what
Yeah.
the words are saying. If it ever gets to the point to where even that doesn't work, I write down whatever it is I'm feeling, then read back those same words.
that's
Because
good. That's good.
I want to be in the moment when I'm writing things down. Not everybody can be your therapist. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody who calls himself friend has understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My man that was just up in here in the box this morning, we was talking about this morning on my live in the cafe. He said, healing me starts with me.
yeah,
And if more people can come to the grips that it starts with you,
right.
find the avenues. But
Yeah,
for
you gotta
me,
find. You
I
gotta
talk to
find it. You
myself.
gotta find
And
it. You gotta find it.
when I talk to myself, I answer myself because it's rude to have a one-way conversation.
Right.
Your affection be like, oh, you ain't gonna let me talk?
Right.
All-
Hey, Rory, chime in, and then we're gonna get JT because JT did a great TikTok before we came on tonight. He did a pretty good TikTok talking
Thanks.
about this and where he's been. But Rory, what? I mean, you got your puppy behind you. I know that's a good console. He just want to eat hot dogs all the time.
Oh man. So, as one who deals with depression, uh, um, some people are functioning alcoholics. Some people are functioning drug addicts. I call myself
Wow.
a depressed person. I'll put a mask on every day, and you won't know it. But I'll go home and I'll cry. Like Yella, I talk to myself in the mirror. You know, the way I dealt with it before was drinking and relations. You know what I'm saying? That's how I dealt with mine. And smoking the leaf. Since then, I've stopped drinking so much. Now I'm pretty much celibate, and
Okay. Okay.
and talking with you helps me a lot. Writing my poetry helps me deal with depression, and then I recruit new sparring partners. to go to the gym, and if I can't find a sparring partner, I'll go to a heavy bag and just wail on that heavy bag.
Yeah,
That
I want to tell everybody how proud I am of you. And you and I said that one of our key statements is I'm okay today.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm so crazy about you, man.
Mm,
I can't wait till we meet in
mm.
Atlanta or whenever you and I meet for the very first time. I am so proud of you guys. I hope y'all are feeling the vibe in
Thanks,
the
bro.
room. You know what I'm saying? Come on, feeling in, JT.
No, I took that weekend off. I let
Yeah.
my boss know already. The 28th of January, that weekend, I ain't working. I already took that off. So y'all just let me know where I gotta be.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so excited. If it's just us in the room, we're gonna have a good time. And y'all cannot get in trouble with the pastor.
Now look, you gotta sleep.
right.
You gotta go to sleep.
Oh man, that's
Hey,
good.
you tell your
That's
wife,
good.
we hanging out with Dr. Sin, we hanging out with the pastor. What trouble could we get into?
Hey,
I'm not.
truth
I'm
be told, I'm bringing mine with me. I don't
Yeah,
like being out there.
oh yeah, mine. I got mine too. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here, come on, JT. So JT,
No,
when
no, I am. Go ahead.
go ahead.
What were you gonna
What do
say?
you do? What do you do?
I actually pray and go to therapy. I think I'm in a space right now where this was probably the first 3 years of my life where um I thought about unaliving myself a lot. Um, Only because of the simple fact that I lost so much in the last five.
Mm.
You know, my mother died of cancer. My daughter had cancer. Then my wife has cancer, and then it's kind of taken a turn. So it's one of those things where it's like I have to really spend a lot of time asking my therapist, "Where's my worth?" And then
Hey,
I have to
okay.
ask myself, "Where's my worth with my children?"
It's here. I
And I,
love you, man.
yeah,
I love you,
and
love,
JT.
and then
love you.
yeah, and I spent a lot of time just being able to get encouragement on what does that look like. I think what I failed at was I spent so much time finding my value in serving and not finding my value in being. Like these last 3 years, I had to learn that I'm okay.
Yeah.
Who I am is good. It's not perfect, but it's good. I have purpose, and sometimes purpose is just being able to love people and be present with them. And I think one of the things that I realized these last 3 years, because I've been more isolated, pandemic, all my best friend, everybody lives somewhere else. And this has all been about my kids and my wife. So
Right.
I've had to suppress a lot of my feelings. You know, it's like you can't go to your wife and like, man, I'm having a bad day. She's battling whether she could live or die. So
Yeah.
it's like it's doing that. And then my daughter tried to unalive herself. So I didn't have that space
I
to just cry.
understand.
Like yesterday, I worked out yesterday in the gym. It was like I was benching all this weight, doing all this other stuff, and I was doing the flies, and I just broke down and started crying because somebody asked me, "Man, everybody's talking about your wife and the kids. How are you?"
Damn.
Nobody really asks us that.
Yeah.
We say stuff like "you all right?" It's very dismissive. You know what I'm saying? It's very dismissive, man. And it's like, I don't know. I know I can't go anywhere,
Yeah.
but I don't want it to be because I have responsibilities. I
Yeah.
want it to be because I value being here. I want to be here. I want to be, like when Rory was talking about that, I have hided my depression.
Yeah.
And I let my
That's deep
default voice
what
be
he
my
said.
anger.
That's
Once I
deep.
became
That's deep.
vulnerable,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm scared now. I'm crying all the time. I'm
That,
crying just now. I mean, I'm just, but
I'm
it's
be out
helping
right
me.
now, brother. You know.
Yeah, it's
You got
helping me. It's
support in
helping me.
us.
What did?
You
What
got
did?
support in us. I love you, man. Then look,
Facts.
I know we're in a little bitty box, but there's I can't get all the love out of this little box, man. Just look down. I got you. I love you,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
You are not
sir.
alone.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward
if
to the
this
28th,
time
man. I ain't gonna
you
lie. I'm looking forward to the
you
28th, man. Yeah, man.
if this space does not help anybody else but us five, we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Hold on,
Mm.
real quick. A little bit of housekeeping. Lynn Carter. This is a safe space for men. If you cannot handle that, you need to see yourself out. I know we have a moderator in here. Let's go ahead and mute Lynn Carter, please, because this is what this young man is talking about. This is exactly what this young man is talking about.
Got it.
We don't have the luxury of being soft without being called
That's right.
out for being soft or being vulnerable. Now, I'm a big badass Marine, and I will cry at the drop of a hat when I feel like my feelings have been hurt. Or I hear my brother talking about unaliving himself.
It's serious.
So much dissension and so much infight. I'm so sick of this bullshit that we have to go through as men. I'm so sick of it, of having to be tough all the doggone time. So if you're gonna be in here and detract from the good conversation we have, see your ass out the way.
There you go.
That part. Good evening
Man,
again, everybody. We're checking on each other, and that's why I labeled the show. Are you okay? And somebody else in the chat had a question that you have a significant other, and you have a question on how to support them. If you're still in the room, lay that question out, and we'll be glad to handle the question. We're getting ready for our first meetup, January 28th in Buckhead in Atlanta, Georgia. Go to bit.ly, it's on the screen, bit.ly/Blue Table ATL. It's no charge. We need to get a head count. I called and reserved a space. I told them a minimum of 25 are coming. I'm telling you, we coming all the way. I said, I got some big ballers and shot callers coming. And they were like, Dr. Sands, we will accommodate y'all. So I told them it's 5 or 50. I said, we got Rory the Storm. We got Goldie, Yellow Fire Yellow. We got Sneaky Thea. And Mr. Bishop, Overseer James Taylor is on the way. And little old Dr. Walter Sands, we're going to be in the building, okay? Y'all, I'm going to do like Yellow said. Don't laugh at me. But one of the sexiest things about my new wife, and it's such a simple phrase, and we serve each other. She asks me every day, and it's real simple. She's, "Are you good? You okay? You need anything?" And that it's just the sincerity of that statement, and we take that for granted. As I talk to my couples, I talk to my singles, just checking on each other, because to JT's point, we in the house with each other, but how in tune to each other are we really in tune with each other? He took it on his shoulders not to even burden his wife. He's taking care of her. I'm good, baby. I just want to make sure you good. That's love right there. You feel what I'm saying? That's love. You know what I'm saying? And this space is a safe place. As Rory so eloquently said, this is our time. This is our place. This is our safe place. We get to put our Superman suit on the shelf and just be boys, just be men. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. I love you guys for real, for real. You guys are
Love you too,
awesome.
man.
Y'all are awesome.
Thank you, man.
Y'all are awesome.
Yeah, man.
A question hit the room and said, "Is this a men's only meetup?"
No, it's for everybody, but the we want the fellas. The fellas are gonna be the gist. Now, ladies, we're not gonna ignore you. This is not a hookup ATL. This is Blue Table for the men. It's just for the men. But ladies, you
Right.
can be more than we want you there, but we're not gonna not talk to you, but we're talking to the men. I want to talk to the men. I want it to be like a mastermind. The men that are coming to pour out and talk to each other. It's going to be a little planning session. We got a t-shirt design that's in the making. So we got a lot going on, and we want to talk about where do we go from here. Like Rory said, why can't we have Blue Table Talk for men like 85 South does? Just fill up auditorium because the space is needed. People just don't know about us yet. We got the best apple pie this side of the Mason-Dixon line, but people don't know about us yet. Come on, JT.
I was going to also say this. On that same day, we have that Saturday during the daytime, we got a lot of young men coming together. If any of you guys want to come through and talk to them, Rory, there's boys in there like us. One of my boys the other day saw me sitting there crying, and he's like, I know. And he said something so scary. He said, man, he's like, sometimes you just want to check out, man. I feel it. I just check it. And I looked at him. I was like, nah, wait a minute now. I said, yeah, you do. But I said, this is what we need to look at. And he said, man, I'm longing for fellowship. I'm longing to have somebody to hang with and be around. He's like, a lot of these young boys, man, that don't have fathers, man, and I'm not, please, nobody take it wrong, but this new generation of you got to be a baller and you got to have all this money. You got to that's a lot of pressure for this generation.
Yeah.
Then you got to
Yes,
be in
it
physical
is.
shape. You got to look good. You got to drive a big car. You know what I'm saying? They didn't.
And if they can't make it, they'll take it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a lot, and because you know what, before, and I think this is missed by a lot of people, but we know it because, like I said, we got almost 300 years of experience in here. You gonna lose before you get that band. You gonna lose. You gonna take some hits. You gonna take some hits before you accumulate. And look at where all of us are right now. We're not there yet, but we're not where we were. You gonna take some hits.
Yes. And it's not instant.
Before you get to that one yes, you're gonna hear a whole lot of no's. No. I tell my clients, no means next. But if you don't have the fortitude, let me say it like TikTok, they won't ban us on this. You gotta have the testicular fortitude.
Mm-hmm. Like I told my son-in-law,
you gotta have the fortitude. You gonna get turned down a few times.
I told my son-in-law this, and I told the story before. He came over. He married my daughter, and he's like, I want to have a big house and all this stuff that you got, Mr. Phillip. And I said, oh, slow down there, young fella.
Yeah,
it took me over half a century to get this. Right. This ain't overnight. This takes some painstaking effort. It takes some failures. It takes some successes. It takes some support. It takes some friends. It takes some enemies to get here. And these young boys don't have that mentorship. No one to mentor, critique, counsel, train to get them there.
How many games or how many times were the Bulls in the playoffs before Jordan won his first championship in 1999 against the Lakers? How many times did he lose to the Celtics and the Detroit Pistons? How many times did he lose before he won 3-3? He's got 6 titles. But how many times did he lose?
Yeah. He was always Michael Jordan, but he wasn't always Ernest. He worked to get that.
Right. He had to have a team. He had to have a team assembled behind him to make his final goal. But I want to address Go Bucks girl. I saw your question. I saw your statement. How do you continue to do that? Is by continuing to do that. This is a long game of patience.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me be the first one to tell you, darling, and when I say darling, I'm not saying it in a condescending way. I'm from Texas. I'm from the South. It's how we speak.
That's good.
Your patience will go before you, and he will see that. Continue to do exactly what you're doing. It's going to be, I'm okay, baby, today. Next week is, I'm okay, baby, but can I ask you something? And then the week after that is be, I'm okay, baby, can I ask you something? And when I say this, could you not do this, that, and the third? Then it's going to be, baby, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, but can I ask you something? And when I say this, can you not do this, that, and the third? And matter of fact, can we turn the TV off? It's a patience thing. It's a step-by-step thing. You don't want it right now all the time because it's not going to happen. And the more you force a square peg to go into a circular hole, all you're going to do is damage that peg, and the hole is still going to be there. So just be patient, love. Just be patient. I promise you, the turnaround is on the horizon. It is coming, but just be patient.
Let me say this to piggyback on Elder Yellow, and I want y'all to hear me. I want you to look at me, and I want you to hear the words coming out of my mouth. And when you ask the question, "Are you okay?" Listen, because he will tell you when he does open up. You got one shot. Do not dismiss him. And when you ask him, "Are you okay?" Don't rush away. Just, "Are you okay?" And sit there. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. Sit there. Say, "Okay, you sure?" Kiss him on the jaw and walk away.
Better yet, kiss him on the forehead. Kiss him on that third eye. Kiss him right there.
Yeah.
That right there, I don't care who you are, male or female. Where if a male kisses, if you kiss your woman right there,
hello,
something gets unlocked. Ladies, kiss your man right there. Kiss him right there. Something will get unlocked. I promise you that.
And fellas, let me pull a page out the playbook again, piggyback on what he said. Let me pull a page out the playbook. When you take your woman and kiss her on the forehead and say, "I love you," and walk off, get what you want. Get what you want. Get what you want.
They drop. You get to the bedroom, they gonna drop.
Will he go backwards if I just grab and hold him in that moment? No, he won't go backwards, because if you are rooted in your belief, if you are the anchor to his being, he can't go backwards. He can only come to you and just hold him. Now there could be some resistance, like, "Baby, what you doing? What you doing?" And just reassure him that I am here for you. Kiss him how you kiss him.
We're not used to that. We're not used to that kind of loving.
Stroke his back however you wish to stroke. We don't know what his 5 gifts are. We don't know what his love languages are. I'm sorry. We don't know what that is. You do. Attend to those. Attend to one of those 5 or 2 of those 5. But whatever you do, hold your ground. Do not move.
Baby?
Can I add one thing?
Come on, JT.
I was going to say, one of the things that needs to happen, ladies, that I think we men need to start telling the story on more. When I tell you where I hurt, please don't throw it in my face when we go in an argument.
Say that loud for the people on the back row.
I'm just saying, whenever I tell you where I hurt, don't use that against me whenever we get into an argument, because you're going to make me take 100 steps back, and you're going to lose all of my trust when it comes to my vulnerability. That's all I'm saying.
You got ladies. I hope you hear us, and I hope you take note. Rory said we're giving you the blueprint. I hope you let me magnify what Goldie and JT just said. And ladies, especially dealing with brothers, we brothers. I can't talk about them other fellas. I'm a brother. You got one shot. And if I tell you where my Achilles heel is, and you use that against me, you only have one shot. And you talking about losing your man, you got right, wrong, or indifferent, right or wrong. You got one shot. Yeah. And he would never confide in you again. Come on, Phil.
Let me try to piggyback on this. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been married for over 30 years. And to this day, if my wife tries to maneuver me or make me do something, I'm resisting. But if she asks me to do the exact same thing she tried to make me do, I'll do it immediately. Just because she asked me.
And when's your anniversary?
December the 28th.
See, ladies, fellas, remember December the 7th. December the 7th.
Yeah. My anniversary actually is my anniversary is actually one of the worst days in American history. January
Okay.
6th.
January
January
Oh my
6th.
God.
Right.
It wasn't
We got
bad till they made it
insurrection.
bad.
Insurrection.
I can never forget my anniversary ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Can we
Which is
talk
like,
about real quickly, guys? We're gonna wrap up in just a moment because next week we got to do a part 2. We got to talk about them passport boys next week. The vibe, we'll deal with them next week.
Lord.
Them passport boys, we'll deal with them next week. We'll deal with them next week. Help us, Lord. Help.
Do
Hey,
we
if I
really have?
got to
I
go,
mean,
if I
honestly, Dr.
got to go
Sims,
to Rio, if I got to go to the Dominican Republic to
do we have
find
to?
me a lady.
Do we have to? I mean, honestly, do we really have to? The funny
That's
thing,
not
and
about finding a woman.
it's about
Come
the
on,
truth.
Rory.
To
Come
me,
on.
that's not about finding a woman. That's about finding a little girl. We're going to
You,
touch
That
on that.
part.
we're gonna
Tell
talk
him,
about it
Rory.
next week.
Tell him,
We're gonna
Rory.
Rory. Hey, Rory, you right. And can I tell you a secret? Let me tell y'all a secret. I don't care what ethnicity
Have a good night.
that woman is. A woman is a woman is a woman if a woman. If you can't handle a United States woman, how you think you gonna handle another county woman? No, don't make me preach tonight. Don't make me
Well,
preach
see
And can
now,
tonight.
we
Come on,
can we have
a
somebody.
make
lot
sure
of
the
them.
notes cover? I was gonna say make sure the notes cover you being in your 50s, and you they say you mature at 25. I need to figure out what you was doing for 25 years that you just figured out in your 50s that you might need to go overseas to get some. You did bad
Yeah.
for 25 years,
But
Rory.
25
Facts.
Some ain't right. Some ain't right.
Let me
See,
also
you
go ahead.
Some
Let
got
me
ain't
also
right.
go ahead and say this real quick. If these passport brothers really want to go ahead and be the passport bros, whatever, let me
Right.
go ahead and help them out real quick with this just one statement. Women are women around the world. I said what I
Yeah.
said.
bottom
Well, I'll tell
line.
you this: being a guy that's traveled the world a lot, and I've seen a lot of passport brothers. Okay, what they're relying on, and we can get into this next week, is culture. Different
Yeah.
cultures, different women treat men different ways. They're relying on culture and they're relying on money. Okay,
But
because you
game
can be
night.
broke in America, but you balling over there. That's
Facts.
all
Right.
they
Yeah.
were. They're relying on culture. Because think
Right.
of the countries that they go to. There's specific countries where people go to get those wives. They're relying on culture
Yep.
and money. But we
They're
talk
ready
about
to come
that.
That's
to the
it. Go,
big.
come,
They're ready to come to the
come on.
big BX, baby.
Come on, Rory.
So to piggyback off what Sneaky said, but for me, if your game is tight,
Yeah.
if you know, ooh, Lord have mercy, if you know how to treat that woman,
Huh.
and you have a little bit of swagger about yourself.
Talk about
Dang,
it,
boy.
preacher.
A lot of these, I'm looking at a lot of these passport brothers, and they're looking kind of lame to me.
Come on,
We
Rory.
talk about one being in their 50s. Y'all don't hear me. We're gonna
You
say that
better
for next week.
preach.
We go we go say that for next week.
We gonna say it
Lord,
next week,
because I
man.
feel my help coming on.
I
You
know
know what
that's
I'm
All
saying?
Can you
right
feel
now.
it?
If
Can you feel
you're
it?
secure enough in yourself, if you really know who you were,
Hold up.
right?
What?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to go over. You know what I'm saying? You could. Confidence is an MF. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Come on.
I've been broke
That
as
part.
a joke. I'm gonna tell you the story that I'm done. I've been broke as a joke, right?
Okay.
But
We're
I
gonna
was
start with
confident.
Rory. We're gonna let Rory close us tonight. Come on, Rory.
I was very confident in myself. My second wife is a superstar. My sister's in here; she can attest to this. My second wife was a superstar. When I met my second wife, I was broke as a joke. Didn't have nothing. Living with my mama, right? And she said she got me in C sharp. All right, now put me in E flat real quick. Living with my mama, right? In Bloomington, Illinois. Y'all don't hear me. But no, I met this woman and I talked to her real smooth. I'm a Holmes. Talked to her real smooth. Hey, look, this, that, and the third. Hit her with some truth. I don't have much, but I know that I like you, want to get to know you better. I'm living at home right now. Gave her all the game, laid it down flat. I married this woman in a year and had a beautiful 2-year relationship until I effed it up. That's for another time. So
Okay.
it's not about oh, I'm gonna get a passport and I'm gonna go over here. No, man, get some game about yourself. Change your wardrobe. brush your teeth, shave that little nasty mustache off your face.
Oh, no.
Take a bath every once in a while. Get some brand new socks.
Hey, man.
Oh, Lord.
Not brand new song.
All
Rory,
true.
Rory,
All
close
true.
us out. I'm gonna start. Rory, JT, Phil, and then Goldie. Come on, Rory.
Listen, I love you. JT, if I got a little heated at you, it wasn't directed at you, brother.
Oh,
No,
no, it's all good.
no.
I
That's
get
fine.
I
I'm
get
good.
passionate, y'all.
All right, that's all good.
And right, wash between your cheeks, like she said, wash between your cheeks.
That don't mean brushing your teeth. That don't
Don't
mean
mean
brushing
your
your
teeth.
teeth.
That don't mean your teeth, baby.
But listen, y'all, I love all of y'all. Tonight was great. I'm looking forward to next week when we talk about these passport brothers. What we're not going to do is run these brothers down, but we're going to educate and help them out. A little
Come on.
positive reinforcement. That's what they call it in Marine Corps boot camp, a little positive reinforcement. Listen, everybody in the comments, bring 2 people with you next time. Okay, now we're not going to pass the offering tray this time, but bring 2 people with you next time. We're going to have good old-fashioned revival next week. But
We're gonna
2 people with you next time.
Mm-hmm. That's Elder Rory the Storm. That's Elder Rory the Storm.
That was good. That was real good.
Come on,
I love
JT.
Real good. Hey, man. My biggest desire is that if you're a man who is dealing with thinking about unaliving yourself or struggling with just your identity as a man, I'm there with you. One of the biggest things I would tell you to do is trust God, that He has a plan and a purpose for your life. That there's the scripture that says all things work together for the good of those who love God and called according to His purpose. We all got purpose on this earth. And you may feel inadequate as a husband, you may feel inadequate as a father, but keep going and find somebody who will love you right where you are, and they can help you to get right where you need to be, and everything else will fall into place.
Love you,
Appreciate
man.
y'all, man. All right, fellas.
Come on, Phil.
All right. I know Rory's still in here. I know JT's in here. First of all, Rory, I love you, man. JT, I love you. Yella, I love you. Dr. Sims, I love you. Anybody out there, if you're a friend or family of mine and you're thinking about taking yourself out, please don't. You're valuable and I need you. You will damage my life if you hurt yourself. Please don't do that. You're valuable, you're important, and I love you. Now, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. People are valuable.
Love you, man.
And just because you don't feel important does not mean you're not important to me. I love y'all.
That's good.
Take care.
That's good. Hey, love you, man. Come on, Yella.
Man, listen. I know we started off on Dion and then it got off on a extremely serious note. I made mention this morning in my live in the cafe. We as men, and I'm going to put us as a community, we as black men need to start normalizing the words, I love you, brother. That's the one thing that we need to start normalizing on a regular basis. Not just when something happens, not when we're in a celebratory mode, when things are down and shit don't look like it's going to clear up anytime soon. We need to reach out to that brother and say, first of all, bro, I need for you to know that I love you. Okay? This is not that weird, creepy kind of thing. This is agape love. This is my eyes meeting your eyes, meeting you where you are, and speaking straight into your soul, into your heart. I love you. Your presence is needed here. We need to come to the point to where it is not a creep factor kind of thing. This is what we're not trying to do anymore. We need to stand up and truly become our brother's keeper, because those words carry weight. Even though people say, "Are you your brother's keeper?" and you respond, "Yes, I am." Your actions will speak if they are or not. So we need to be more accountable with our words. When we say, "Are we our brother's keeper?" Yes, we are. We need to show that and be that more. We need to be more attentive to that every day. I love you, Brother Sims. I love you, Dr. Sims. Much love to you. Appreciate you.
Love you, man. Hey, that was Yella by Yella, y'all. He's on every morning in the virtual cafe. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. I hope you had a real good time tonight. We had a good time tonight, did we not? Check out the screen. We're having our first meetup in ATL, January the 28th, 6 o'clock p.m. in Iron Hill Brewery. This has been a great live. As Rory said, we want you to invite 2. And I'm going to push you. Make it 3 next week. Next week, we're going to talk about Passport Brothers. And we don't bash. Thank you for being here tonight. And I asked the question tonight, the heading for the show, are you okay? We are our brother's keeper. When you ask somebody how you doing, pause and listen. If you have a significant other, check on them. How you doing? Guys, if you missed the live, go to bluetabletalkformen.com. It's our YouTube channel. And the previous episodes have been uploaded to our YouTube channel. Great group of men. DJ Philo, love you, man. We got a new member of the Blue Table Talk for Men. We got a new follower. He's an awesome young man. Make sure you follow him. And some people have asked us, and some people have DM'd me, man, why aren't y'all on more than just Wednesday? Well, I remember growing up, Sanford and Son, Good Times, The Jeffersons, Living Single, Martin came on once a week. I don't care how bad you want to watch. Now it's on every night because they're playing reruns. But I don't care how the $6 Million Man, I'm dating myself, $6 Million Man, the Bionic Woman, Wonder Woman, The Incredible Hulk, 70 shows came on once a week. Yeah, I love those shows. Once a week. The material, this is so rich, you couldn't handle it more than just once a week. I got a client, I got a couple that I'm coaching. We had to change to 9:30 in about 15 minutes due to their work schedule. And so if you need somebody, I'm a pastor, life coach, professional speaker, author, and talk show host. So if you don't have somebody to talk to, it's not that there are not people for you to talk to. Find somebody you trust. And if you need somebody objective, you have a complimentary session. The first 30 minutes with me is complimentary. The link is in my bio. You can set up a complimentary session. Thank you, Tomiko. People like Oprah Winfrey, even people like Donald Trump, successful people have coaches. Because they are here and they go here. They want to go here. I learned this poem in the 10th grade. No man is an island. No man stands alone. Somebody asked me a question the other day. I had to stop. Jade Walker. We go way back to Periscope. And she asked me, Dr. Sam, who do you talk to? Well, I have somebody whose last name is mine. Sims. And she's my confidant, she's my friend, she's my lover, she's my everything. Hold on. Hey, can I play a little bit of this? I'm a romantic. Y'all know the song. I'm a romantic. Love has truly been good to me. And I challenge everybody, what have you done this year? Where are you? How are you doing? How are you? Look back over your shoulder in 2022. What have you done this year? How are you? If you cannot answer that question, get in touch with me ASAP. But guys, we're getting ready for our first meetup. And JT asked the question, what do we expect to happen? First of all, we're going to physically meet each other. And we're going to plan some things for 2023. Okay? The 2 most important days in your life is the day that you were born and the day you figure out why. And we talked about Dion, and you can argue both sides of that coin. Should he have left? Should he have stayed? And fair points on both sides. But at the end of the day, he said, you can't argue with anyone what they say God has told them. He's on assignment. My question to you is, now we're arguing about Dion. We're debating about Dion. But what is your assignment? What are you doing? Are you supposed to be a husband? Are you supposed to be a wife? What are you supposed to be doing? But are you doing it to the best of your ability? I'm Dr. Sam, host of the Blue Table Talk for Men, America's #1 personal development expert, your friend. And I want to tell all these men, I love you. DJ Philo, we just met, but I love you, man. I love what you're doing. Young man, got his head on straight. Phil, Goldie, Rory, JT, love y'all. And the ladies that moderate with us, love you. And I love what Goldie said. We have to normalize. Hey, bro, I love you. I tell people that all the time. That agape love. And there are 4 kinds of love. I don't have time to go into it. But the love we talking about, that God love. That love, as Big Mama say, run from breast to breast, that heart to heart. Make me check on you. Make me hang in when I want to hang up. Come on, somebody. I love you guys. But next week, whoo, hey, if you got the you can travel, do your thing, do you? As the young folks say, do you, boo? But knock yourself out. But the only challenge, the only pushback I give you, your intention should be right. Amen. Your intention should be right. Whatever you're doing, let your intentions be right. Because you attract who you are. I'm teaching the law of attraction on Thursdays in my class in Dothan. And I'm teaching them the law of attraction. Law 2 says you attract who you are. So if you're selfish, you're going to attract selfishness. But if you're giving, you're going to attract giving. It works. Next week, same time, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. So we do it once a week so you know what time we come on every week. Every week, 8 o'clock, every week. Every week, every week. Now, next year, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some TikToks around my coaching, and I'm going to do that a couple of times. We can motivate you during the day, maybe lunchtime, because other stuff be going on, but maybe lunchtime I'll do some coaching. But the Blue Table Talk for Men, invite your men friends. Invite the sisters. We love the ladies. We love y'all. But we want the men. We want to get the men to know that they have a safe place. All right. Well, listen, happy holidays, everybody. If all goes well, see you next week. And remember, thank you again, everybody, for being here. And remember, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you.